Hey guys, Gabriel from Ungraceful Toad here, and today I have another review for you. This time it's another Naruto girl, it's my second in the line, and this time it's Tsunade. So our box is very similar to the one we saw for Hinata, with a big picture on the front and the text, along with the MegaHouse symbol and the Naruto Shippuden symbol. So let's take a look around the box. Side 1 we have these cool diamond shaped windows and a picture of her. This one shows her without a coat, and I don't know why I display her without a coat. I think it adds a lot of motion and it's quite a cool accessory for the figure. And on the other side we have this filtered version, same, single window this time, with this filtered photo. Now on the back we have pictures of her from different angles and our usual warnings and disclaimers. Up top we have this one window with Tsunade written here, and Naruto Girls written here. And then again, something on the bottom, same old text, and the picture again. So let's open it up. So here it is, and we can see the same beautiful pastel shading colours we saw on Hinata, and so you can see a lot of sort of similarities in the way the design and colours are done. But let's sort of break it down a little bit. So we see the same base with the Naruto Shippuden logo and then the Leaf Village engraved out, and we can get the first look at the beautifully done toenails painted in a bright red, and then the cleanness of the paint job on her feet, with no overlap from her sandals spilling onto her skin. And then as we go, we've got some really nice subtle shading in her pants, with sort of very minimal motion sculpted into it. And we come up and we have some really great shading here and a slight movement of the clothing. Now one thing I want to say is Tsunade is obviously probably the most over-sexualized character in Naruto, and because of that I didn't think I'd ever be able to get a figure of her, because I'm not really one for big for having ecchi or overly ecchi figures in my collection, but this really works for, well, it doesn't work for line, it's a bit more PG than I would expect for a Tsunade, which is good for me. While we're talking about side notes, I've looked it up, and this was, from what I can tell, the first Naruto girl's figure, and the only difference between this one and Banana I've seen are that there's a metal peg in the foot where this foot is raised, but apart from that most things are done the same. Another side note being this coat here. You can see the jacket just sort of sits in a hand like that. I was trying to click it in for a while, trying to get it to sort of grab onto it, but it seems it just sort of sits and rests in a hand, and the weight keeps it there. And so far I haven't had any problems with it moving around or falling over. So taking a further look, along with the great shading here, we have these black lines, and there's absolutely no spillage of those lines onto the colour. Again, the sash, no spillage. I love this grey is done beautifully. And again, we have the nails done. And moving up we have the jewellery here all done very cleanly, and this face sculpt on this, although very simple, with a lot of decal work on her forehead and eyes. It's done very well, it's a really great expression, nice smile, a very happy, sort of lucky free kind of pose. And speaking of the jacket, the shading on this is also brilliant. When I first looked at it I thought it might have been a bit overdone, but now the shading is sort of almost like a wash effect, with some nice bright green areas and some nice darker areas, and you can just about see the logo there, which I believe is painted on just because I think a decal would sort of split up a bit when forced into that position. The hair, again, because it's done like this, we don't have a mould line like we did on Hinata. We have sort of a separate section which is sort of sitting on front. Nothing too amazing going on with her, but there's enough movement captured there, and it's accurate enough to the character. So there isn't a lot of movement, but we have enough capturing sort of subtleties in the pants and in the jacket, sort of swinging it around the shoulder. I really love the colours and shading on this one. I think because it's got a bit more colours involved in it than Hinata's does, it shows off shading a bit better. But absolutely toppers for me so far, I'm quite impressed. So let's do some measurements. She's currently standing about 8.5 inches, which is about 21.5 centimetres. Her widest point is pretty much her jacket across, which is 12 centimetres, which is just shy of 5 inches. And the width is from the front of her base to the back of her jacket sleeve, which again is about 9-10 centimetres, about 4 inches. She is on a delve shelf by herself. She is next to 1/8 Johto Kujo. She is next to 1/6 Johto Kujo, and for the sake of completeness here, she is next to Hinata. In summary, I really like this figure. It's quite an affordable figure, sort of where you expect it to be for something larger than your average 1/8. The jacket adds a lot of motion and adds some really nice colour to the more subdued blues and greys we see. All the lines are really neat. There's no colour bleed whatsoever from what I can find or shoddy paintwork. A nice addition of the painted toenails and fingernails. Again, add some sort of nice smaller details along with the necklace and these sharp black lines. Just a really high quality figure. I think MegaHouse have done a really great job with this. I think I might prefer it over Hinata's figure just because there's a bit more going on with a bit more colour, and the shading is just absolutely phenomenal. Just a huge fan. I really love the pastel colour palette, the way we've captured the face. It's just all really well done. So big thumbs up from me for sure. A really great high quality figure, and I'm looking forward to getting my Sakura now and seeing where she stands. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.